DeSantis trial, and they're back in federal court. Lawyers for the ousted state attorney Andrew Warren drilled one of the governor's insiders who pushed for the prosecutor's suspension after a statewide review.
And among the central witnesses who took the stand today, public safety czar Larry Keefe, who showed up at Warren's office with a sheriff's deputy to escort him out when he was suspended. Tonight, Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders covering the trial from Tallahassee.
On day 2 of this high-profile trial, DeSantis public safety czar Larry Keefe on the stand. He was tapped to do what he called an ad hoc review of state attorneys not enforcing the law, concluding, quote, all roads were consistently leading to Mr. Warren, which resulted in that August suspension.
Today's action is obviously warranted.
Warren's attorneys grilled Keefe on his review, noting he didn't recommend removal of a Republican sheriff, Dennis Lima, who openly said he wouldn't enforce a proposed registry for assault weapons.
Not only I wouldn't, the majority of the sheriffs across the state would not do it.
Keefe also said he only spoke to one known Democrat during his review and didn't reach out to Warren or his office. Keefe told the judge his efforts didn't have the same level of scrutiny as investigations conducted when he was a U.S. attorney. Andrew Madry, also on the stand, the DeSantis legal intern, wrote this memo on Warren's suspension listing pros and cons of removing the prosecutor. They included a, quote, leftist prosecutor is removed from a position of power as an advantage. The defense downplayed Madry's role as unpaid and short-lived. The intern also doubted anyone beyond his superior saw that memo.
My statements speak for themselves.
The governor's communications director, Taryn Fenske, one of the last witnesses Wednesday, she detailed the comm strategy for Warren's suspension and noted 2 subordinates were reprimanded for tweets that seemed to stray from the executive order justifying it. Former Press Secretary Christina Pashaw's post among them, who teased the announcement as inciting, quote, the liberal media meltdown of the year. Internal emails also noted 14 days of Warren press coverage had equated to $2.4 million in earned media. And before departing, Fenske told the judge under oath she didn't believe Warren's politics had anything to do with his ouster. At the Capitol, Forrest Saunders, ABC Action News.